So this is how the setup of the game looks like. Each player starts with a capital card. This is the horizontal card that defines the hand size that they start the game with, the garrison capacity, how many cravers they can have deployed at the same time, and the health points of the capital. Each capital produces a default of 3 of a certain nectar type. In this case, liquoring is the purple nectar. And also each capital has a gamma. This is a one-time use effect. After using this effect, you simply flip the capital to the other side to mark that the effect has been used. Additionally to the capital card, you have these 3 starter nectaries. 2 that produce 1 nectar of the certain type that the capital produces, and 1 that also produces 1 nectar but has a particularity. This is the alpha nectary, which allows you, when you use it, if you want to expand the production from 1 to 2 nectar, you have to bury a card from your hand. That means to basically put it out of the game permanently. And for that turn, this capital alpha nectary will produce 2 resources instead of 1. Additionally, if you bury 1 whisper, those are the instant very powerful cards, you get to draw 2 cards. And if you bury a nectary, a card like this, upgrade nectary, you get to draw 1. This is a very powerful card intended to help you to cycle your hand, get rid of dead cards, and also to increase your nectar production for 1 turn if you really need that extra resource at the expense of 1 card from your hand. Then let's cover the card types. We have action card type. You play it, it resolves immediately, and then it's discarded. Upgrade cards, those are cards intended to attach to your capital, so you just simply place them on this area, in this zone of the game, or into a craver that is in play. The cravers, of course, those are the units that will defend your capital and attempt to destroy your opponent's capitals. In the craver cards, we have 2 important pieces of information. The soma, that reflects the physicality of the craver. For example, in this case, this craver has soma for slender, meaning that it doesn't occupy a slot from the garrison. If you have a capacity of 3, if you have a slender craver, this is not taking any space. On the other hand, there is also robust soma type that occupies 2 slots instead of 1. The other aspects from soma can be doppelganger, meaning that you can have 2 cards that are identical copies at the same time in play, otherwise you cannot by the standard rules of the game. And you have kin swap, that is an ability that if you have a craver like this that is a vermin type species, you can play this one that has kin swap and is also a vermin by bouncing the other cards to your hand and deploying this at no nectar cost. All cravers have an ethos, and we have 4 types of ethos with a different color and different symbol to reflect the timing and when the effect is triggered. So if you have a board full of cravers, you can already, look into the relevant ones for the particular case that you're going through. For example, this ethos is triggered on defense when this craver is being dealt damage. This ethos, yellow one, it's a permanent one. This one, the green one with the arrow, means that this effect triggers when the craver is deployed. And last but not least, the red ethos, it's the attack ethos that basically triggers when this craver is attacking. Finally, the last card type that we have to cover, it's the whisper cards. Those are instant cards that you can play at pretty much any moment, even outside of your turn, to shift the game, to plot twist the game somehow, and you always have 2 options that you can choose from. To simulate the game of Kravestorm, we have here 2 decks. The game starts exactly with this setup. We have the capitals, we have the standard default nectaries that are connected to the capital cards, and each player will draw the number of cards mentioned on their capital card. For example, here, this capital says 8, this player will draw 8 at the start of the game. To decide which player will start the game, we roll a die. It's a smart start to the game to attach immediately a nectary card to your capital, so you expand your production. So we can just place it right here. And in order to play this card, as it has a cost of 2 of any color, we will exhaust 2 of the other cards that you have by default, the nectaries, to produce 2 nectars to play this card. Additionally, then you can look at your remaining nectar for this turn. So we have 1 red and 1 purple with the alpha nectary, and we can play, for example, this card, which is an upgrade that triggers every time that someone rolls a 20. So you attach to your capital and then you exhaust the nectar to be able to play that card. You don't have any more nectar remaining, so you pass your turn. We have the default 3 green nectar to play. We'll do something different just for the sake of the demonstration. We have here this card that is a Craver that costs 1 green plus 2 generic. So we exhaust 3 greens, giving us the total amount of nectar to play this card. This card enters play, and here we have our first Craver. We don't have any nectar left, so we have to pass turn because we cannot attack, as attacks also require to be paid with some nectar. The next turn goes to purple. He will draw a card at the beginning of the turn, and on the beginning of the turn he will untilt all the cards that were previously exhausted as it is. So it means that this player already has 4 nectar to be spent during this turn. Let's try to simulate an attack. We can play this one that has a cost of 1 purple. We'll just deploy it. We have to exhaust 1 purple nectar to play this card. We are finishing the play phase. We enter the attack phase. So we exhaust another licorine or purple nectar to trigger the attack. But what is this here? It means here wasted. This is the side effects from attacking. That means that when this Craver attacks, it becomes wasted. What is wasted? It's one of the status that you can get after attacking or being dealt these effects directly. When a Craver is wasted, it's placed upside down. When a Craver is overdosed, which is another possible status, it's placed tilt to the right, and again, when it's simply exhausted, it's placed to the left. When it attacks, it automatically becomes exhausted, but in this case, it's worse than that, it becomes wasted. So it remains in this position. The goal of the game is to destroy the opponent's capital to 0. And yeah, that's pretty much how the game is going. This wasn't by any means a comprehensive guide on how to play Kravestorm. We didn't cover a lot of things like the damage assignment, the status modifiers, the buff on attack damage caused by the status, the garrison positioning. We didn't cover a lot of the most complex things. We didn't interact with the ethos and the soma. The idea of this video was just to update you on how the game is playing right now on a superficial level, just to give you a general idea. So anyway, I hope you liked this general overview of the game. This is Kravestorm right now.